straight out of LambCon. That means we're pouring concrete. This right here is called a power trowel. It's there for the reason that they actually pour to this point. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nikos Property Show. A lot of commotion going on here. I'm very excited. You see that right there, straight out of LambCon. That means we're pouring concrete. My guys are inside the garage right now. We're pouring the garage slab. You've seen in the past videos, me and my dad have been prepping it. Mostly my dad, honestly. He's a beast. But anyways, they're in there pouring the concrete. We're doing garage slab today, front porch today, and back porch today. And we're probably gonna have to use that skid steer. I don't know if you can see it from this far away. It's way back there to pour that back porch. So he's gonna like dump it in the bucket, and then we're gonna dump it in that back porch. So right now we're gonna head inside this garage, get all this process, and it's really interesting process. It's kind of cold outside, so I do have 1% calcium non-chlorine to help it jump. The concrete needs to kind of settle up quicker because it is cold. We don't want it cracking and everything like that. It's just one of those things you're dealing with right now. It's winter time in Chattanooga, so you don't know if it's gonna be 50 degrees or it's gonna be 20 degrees. But I'm gonna stop talking here. We're gonna get some of this process right now, and why don't you just jump inside the garage with me? Oh wow, half of it's done. All right, y'all, so as you can see, they already dumped about a quarter of the garage slab in here, and we've put up this foam right here, and it has a red chalk line right above it. If you can kind of see, it's a little bit faded, but it's there for the reason that they actually pour to this point. And then as you can see, if you kind of look right there, where he's working, they're going straight to that line, and you know that it's going to be from about a 2-inch slope from the back to the front, so that water doesn't get stuck in here, and we always have a nice and dry garage slab because we don't want water settling inside of the garage. But again, they'll be doing that, and it goes all the way out to here. If you look at this form right here, this is going to be the top of it, and it's just here, so that creates that nice outside barrier. And as you see, they're just rolling around. I mean, they're flying. This thing will be done in no time. This is a one-day job, and I'm excited for them to get it done. All right, y'all, so this right here, what they're using is called a rod in the construction world, and this is how they level out the concrete, because obviously a board is about as level as it gets, and then they can do the finishing touches with the come along or with anything they got to use afterwards. But right now, it's the easiest way to level it out. Oh, that looks pretty right there. Oh, that looks good. Alrighty, y'all, so while they're inside working, I want to show you a couple things that they got to use some of the tools. This right here is called a power trowel. And essentially what it is if you just think about using a hand trowel, that's what would be one of those, I guess you could call blades right there. So there's 4 of them, and it kind of just like skims the top of it. So once that concrete actually sets up, once it jumps and it's a good solid form, I'd say probably in about 3 or 4 hours, because it's actually warming up pretty quickly. It's supposed to be 55 degrees today, which is great for what I'm doing today. Literally, I'm so happy with that and what the weather's doing. That's That's why I picked today to actually do it. So this is actually gonna like float on top of it and polish that concrete out. So you'll see them, it kind of looks cool actually. It's like a little experience to watch it actually float across all of the concrete. They've got a truck full of tools. They got more tools over here that they'll be using as well. And they're kind of finishing up that last part of the garage. So if you want to just come on with me, we'll just go ahead and see them doing everything right now. And like I said, this process is entirely awesome. I mean, the way they're pulling the rod, the way they're getting everything leveled out, you would think that you need all kinds of, you know, cool innovation, everything like that, but it's old school. You have pretty much a 2x4 that's about what, let's say 12 feet long, and they're just pulling it back, and then you've got that 2-inch slope from the back to the front, and you can kind of see if you get close enough on the blocks. You can see how at one part of the seam where there's like the joint where the blocks are, you can see it gets from smaller to bigger as you get to the front. So essentially no water will ever be staying in there. So I say essentially because that's what's technically supposed to happen, you know, if it's perfect. So we'll see what works out. And they're getting this last part of the garage filled in, as you can see. And of course the chute is only long enough to get some, let's say like 3/4 of the way in. So they're just kind of pulling the mud around, getting the concrete in the places that it needs to go. And they'll probably be done with this garage in, let's say 15-20 minutes, and then we'll let it set up, and then we'll get onto the back porch and the front porch. So that's gonna be an awesome process as well. All right, y'all, so right here, my man's got the bull float, and what's this doing is leveling it out. It's kind of pushing that concrete down, compacting it just a little bit. You see how smooth it's becoming, and then towards the end, they'll actually polish out the sides, make sure everything looks good, and then get that power trowel on top of it, really polish it up, make it look good. But you can already tell how beautiful this looks. I mean, this is so satisfying, to be honest with you. I love doing concrete. It's one of the most cool things to watch in the entire construction process, at least for me. But again, that's just a bull float. If you've never been in construction, you've never seen it, this is what they're using right here to kind of get it down, to get that final level of right before they polish it up and everything like that. So check out this process. Couple more to go. Hey, sometimes it gets dirty. You need more? All right, y'all, we're working, baby. Got my man coming out the window right there. Probably a couple more buckets left of this, and we'll be done with this back porch. So I'm excited to finally get this progress going. Let's get some of this work. They're killing it right now. I can't wait to see this thing done. I'm so happy. All right, y'all, so this is the process. Literally, I pull up, he fills me up, and I try not to spill it as much as possible. And then I go over there, and we just keep on doing the same process. Probably get about 8 to 10 of these. And from there, we'll just keep progressing, keep getting movement, and this is how it's done. All right, y'all, so playing the waiting game right here. I think they'll need one more bucket, and from there, what are we gonna do here? Yep, they got the smaller rod, of course, they're using it because it's a smaller space. We need one more. Real slow? Okay, half of it. Just let me know when. All right. Is that it? Good progress. Ready? That's it? All right, y'all, so we got that back porch filled up. Right now they went back to the garage slab. He's using a hand trowel to kind of smooth up the edges here. If you kind of want to come in and check that out, what he's doing is cutting in that edge right along that border that we put where we had the form of the 2x4s, and he's going back and forth nice and smooth, kind of getting that glaze on the edges, and then they'll be able to use that power trowel later. And I'm going to switch sides with you here, and we'll kind of go to the back porch as well and just finish up that, and then we're going to do this front porch, which will take about 15 minutes, if that. I mean, such a small space, but it's bringing this house together now that there's not like gravel everywhere, and it's actually concrete, and it looks good. Let's see, you got some finishing touches happening right here, and then they'll be able to smooth all this out as well. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to walk on that once it dries out. And then again, this small little front porch area will be done in, I guess, 15 minutes, and then they'll wait for the concrete to jump, get it all nice and firm, and then they'll be polishing it up, making it look good, and then get that brush finish on it. I love that. I just love doing concrete. I like watching when concrete's done. It's very satisfying. I don't like doing it personally. It is a messy job, but they're doing an amazing job. My man's killing it, literally. So we're gonna get this front porch knocked out, and then we'll just keep progressing. right, y'all, so I'm washing out the skid steer bucket right here, making sure that we don't leave this concrete in here. As y'all saw me going in and out and everything like that, you don't want to leave anything like this in here because you do got to, you know, move dirt and everything like that. So we're going to get these finishing touches while they're polishing up and everything like that. Like I said, one-day job. I'm excited for everything. This looks absolutely phenomenal. Bringing my house together. Let's keep progressing and let me finish washing this out right here. All right, y'all, so I wanted to get you to a stopping point right now where they've got the garage slab done, they've got the back porch done, and the front porch done. They're waiting on the concrete to jump so they can put the machine on it, get it all polished up and everything like that. I'm gonna show you the front porch too. This garage slab looks amazing. We got Elijah right there working on the front porch, and I'm gonna show you all the back porch as well, because I was actually in the skid steer and didn't get to see it much myself, but there's no entrance into the house. So right now he's working on getting those edges right. Looking darn good too. Oh, it looks beautiful with this front gable, sun shining right there, black windows. I'm gonna walk around the side of the house here, give y'all a view of the back porch as well. Like I said, I didn't even get to see it because I was in the skid steer and I couldn't see over. I was just dumping the concrete. So let's see what it turned out to be here in the back. I'm gonna jump up on this sawhorse here, make sure I don't fall. Oh, looks beautiful. Once they get this thing polished up, we're gonna get hardy done on the sides. Man, it's gonna look darn good. I'm excited for everything that's to come. A lot of progress happening. Nikos Property Show. Share this video with a friend. Comment below what your favorite part of construction is. I want to know. You know, it's interesting to know what people like about construction. I absolutely hated construction growing up, and I was like, I'm never gonna do construction. I'm never gonna get into it. And look at me here, building my own house, building my own custom house at the age of 28, and me being the builder. So we're just gonna keep progressing, keep getting more progress of everything that's going on, and I can't wait till they put this machine on it. It's gonna look beautiful. It's just gonna be bon appetit. So let's wait on that. Alrighty, y'all, so a little bit part of the process when it's cold outside, we actually have a heater. The main man came out, he brought them a heater, the owner of the company, and so all of this needs to dry up a little bit more. They've actually got plastic over there. It's a little bright, so you probably can't see it. It's gonna help, you know, cure that process, help the concrete jump, and just let the process, you know, continue moving, so that they can finish everything in one day, so they can get that trowel machine on the top of that and get it all smoothed out. And see right here in the back, actually, we have the sun shining extremely hard. So the sun's actually on the back of the house. You can't really see it here, but it's hitting this concrete, so this will probably jump super quick. Unfortunately, the front porch doesn't have any sun, so right now it's just dealing with, you know, having whatever's out there. So that heater is going to help that process. They'll probably put on there a little bit later, and I'll get all that process as they're smoothing it out, polishing it up, making it level and everything like that. So I'm gonna run off to lunch and then get back, and then we're just gonna get back to work. All right, y'all, so right here we're getting the joint put in, so if it does crack, it's got somewhere to go. You want to do some explaining for me?
Yeah, this is called a control joint. What it does is prevents it from cracking on the ends and stuff. You know, it have a spider web crack.
Right.
It don't look professional. It don't look.
So you're making it look professional.
Making it look professional.
I like that.
Right.
Nice and smooth.
Nice, smooth, real deep.
I like
Depends
that.
on your style.
I like that.
What you like. I like to go deeper, so I know it has to crawl back up out of there,
right,
instead of leaving a little joint. Just to say they put a joint in it. No,
right.
I can't do that.
I like that. Okay. Oh yeah, it's gonna look darn good once it's all dried up. Once this concrete really jumps completely. Oh yeah, check that out. Alright, y'all, so this back porch is setting up pretty darn good. Got 2 joints right there, so we got 1, 2, 3 little squares. Elijah's killing it, getting the edges and everything finished off. Oh yeah, check that out. A lot of good progress. Still waiting on this heater to get this garage slab real nice and good. It's getting pretty solid, looks solid for sure. Always good to have a heater on site. Oh yeah, once they're able to come in here, this is gonna look real nice. Of course, welcome to my crib if you've never been inside. Great progress. Look at that technique. Oh yeah. nice strokes into that concrete. As you see, it looks beautiful. And I'll kind of give you another view right here as he's going back and forth. Looks pretty darn solid. Check that out right there. Boom. Alrighty, y'all, so he's finally got that power trowel happening right now. They waited on it for probably, I guess we poured this morning, so it's been about 6 hours. The garage slab is jumped a little bit. They actually got it going. They're trying to, you know, that thing actually levels and polishes, so it makes it look really, really nice and make sure everything is on that same level. Can't wait for this finished product. I'm truly excited for that. Let me go inside and show y'all what's going on. All right, y'all, so they just used the broom on the front porch. It looks phenomenal, y'all. Check this out. Look how beautiful that looks. Oh my gosh, it looks great. We got the 2 joints right there just in case if anything ever wants to crack or something, it'll go down that joint and it'll go down this joint instead of cracking into here. Obviously, you can't prevent everything, the house settles and everything like that, but you can try to prevent things as much as possible. So I'm extremely excited with how this front porch turned out. After I get like my stone along the foundation all the way through here, get this hardy up, this is just gonna look phenomenal. But the concrete work is turning out amazing. Right now they're in the garage working on that slab. The sun is obviously on this side of the house, so we haven't had the sun to be able to dry out that concrete slab and get that concrete to really jump. Literally, y'all don't understand, like, construction is stressful. I'll be getting all pain in my neck and my shoulders, and it's just one thing. You just got to keep pushing through, keep pushing. I say that all the time, but I mean it. I can't wait for them to get this done, and then when we get ready for more stuff, Hardy's coming up. I can't wait to, you know, experience that, because it's just gonna make this house look like a home, literally. So let's get some more of them working, and then we're just gonna finish out this video hopefully soon. Alrighty, y'all, so it's actually 9:23 p.m. The guys just left, just got done. When you're pouring concrete in the winter, that's just what it takes sometimes. You know, you got the heaters out, you got everything going on where you're trying to get that concrete to jump, and if it doesn't, you just got to keep waiting and waiting. So I'm trying not to talk too loud because my neighbors are probably trying to go to sleep now. It's 9:23. This is what it turned out to be. It looks beautiful. I'll actually come out tomorrow and show y'all in the morning of what it looks like and how it actually progressed throughout the entire process, and what that front porch looks like and the back porch once it's been able to cure and really sit there, you know, overnight and get some good weather on it. So I'm gonna head home. 9:23 p.m. It's time to go eat dinner or something and go to sleep, and I'll see y'all here in the morning. Alrighty, y'all, I'm back at my property, and guess what? We got the caution tape, right? We had a framing inspector show up today, so I wanted to make sure nobody was walking on this. Wanted to make sure it was nice and dry, and let's do a test. Oh yeah, that's really good right there. turned out pretty darn solid. I'm happy with it. I'm actually gonna cover this floor with this beautiful, it's like a gray epoxy type film, I guess you could say, and then you kind of throw these sprinkles on it. There's packages you can buy at Home Depot and pay a painter and do it, or I can do it myself. It just depends on how I feel. So garage slab looks awesome. Check that out. Oh yeah, this house is coming together, y'all. I love it. Look at this front porch. Look at this. And obviously I got that there so people don't like stomp on my stuff. Got the little blocks as the step up right there. So I'm actually going to step up there, go in this house, show you this back porch as well. I need to do a nice clean in here. But while they were working, you know, obviously concrete was getting everywhere and everything like that. Check out this back porch, y'all. It's drying out nice. The sun sits right there, so it's getting it to cure really, really well. The brush strokes look amazing. Once this is all light, so obviously you see like dark splotches everywhere. All this is gonna be like a light gray as you see concrete everywhere that you go. I'm really excited with how this turned out. Like, I'm so happy because now we'll be able to get the hardy all along the side right there. And if you don't know what hardy is, it's like a, not really sure, it's like a, made out of a composite, where it's like, just Google it, hardy board. That's what it is. And I'm doing board and batten, which means you'll see like vertical strips going along the entire house. It's gonna be beautiful. Matter of fact, I'll drop in a little video right here to give you the rendering so you can see what it's gonna be like. But I am happy with how this turned out. But I think it's time to end out this video, so let's head out front. Y'all, so I was gonna end out the video, but I actually wanted to wait an extra day so I could come out here and walk on my concrete slab and show y'all what the ending part of it was. So right here, we actually got a nice line. So this is that stretch joint right here. That's gonna help that if anytime there's ever any cracking or something happening, this is where it's gonna wanna go. So that's what that's for. They actually smoothed up the edges there. So once all this is like blown off and it really cures, this is gonna look pretty darn amazing. And a few little tips at the end of this video I wanted to give. As you saw throughout the video, we had mesh in all the different places, and I kind of dropped the ball. I was busy filming, wasn't really paying attention. You want to make sure that you're picking up that mesh, making sure that you're getting that that mud underneath it and kind of having it in the middle. Of course, in my videos, you see it's mostly flat. It gets under some places, but you really want to get it up, have a rake or something, or come along and just kind of lifting it up every so often so you can actually get that underneath so that the mesh is actually helping the concrete slab stay pretty firm. So feels good to be able to walk on this, but let's head out there and end out this video. All right, y'all, so I'm super happy with how this turned out. It took a day of work, okay? So we actually got here right at 8 a.m. and left at 9:23 p.m. as you saw where I was filming at night, pitch black dark. With the weather being cold, like I said, there's different things you can do. So we added calcium, which I touched on at the beginning of the video. And other ways you can help the concrete is putting mesh, and I also included fiber in my concrete as well. So all of these different things helps the concrete not crack as much. It allows it to really get tight and really stick together as one big slab. Of course, we have a garage slab behind me and that front porch and that back porch. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you follow me on all social platforms, especially TikTok, because it's so easy to film, edit, and post a video on there very quickly. If you haven't yet, check out NikosPropertyShow.com. Grab you some merch, maybe a shirt, a hoodie, a hat, or something like that, and use code Niko for 10% off your order. Without further ado, smile more, worry less, and stay blessed. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.